Can a tee really help you drive the ball farther? Sounds pretty gimmicky, doesn't it? Well, right after this, let's test this theory out. I've got this brand new tee. I'm gonna take a few whacks with this thing and see if it will actually create more distance for me. Should be interesting, so stay tuned. Hey, this is Steve with HitItLonger.com. I continue on my journey to hit the ball longer and straighter than ever before. Roll back the time to when I was in my younger days and I could really smash it. If you'd like to pick up a little bit more distance as well off the tee and maybe get it past your buddies, then by all means join us. Hit the subscribe button right down there and support the channel by hitting both the like button and leaving a comment. Now, you know me, I would always tell you to turn over every stone in pursuit of distance. And that means investigate whether or not an actual golf tee, a certain type of golf tee, is going to go farther than what you're currently playing. Now, in this case, I got this brand new tee. I'm very excited to try this out. This is from a genius named John Hartline, and this is called a tornado tee. And you can see why it's named that, because the top is, it's a very, very supple mesh weave in the shape of a tornado. So you can see has a lot of give to it, and it's very thick, hardy plastic. Now, at the bottom, I've got what's called a T-claw, and that's going to help it keep the tee in place after I hit it. Actually keeps it anchored to the ground, so it becomes nearly impossible to lose my tornado tee as well. Now, this tee claims to be up to 12 yards longer than the standard wood tee. Now, that's, you know, that's a lot to believe. You know, and from just a tee, if I could get 12 yards, doesn't that sound a little bit too good to be true? Now, when I spoke to Mr. Hartline, the creator of Tornado Tee, he told me that I should expect to see the extra yardage coming from higher ball speed, which would manifest itself as smash factor. If the club head speed is the same, but the ball speed's higher, the smash factor would be higher. That's interesting. But he also said that I would see a little bit more distance because the backspin on my drives might be reduced a little bit. So of course these sound like lofty claims. Let's hit a few and see if it lives up to its hype. Well, that was interesting. Right off the bat, the very first one, knocked it out there 316 with my fairway finder swing. What was different about that was that the spin rate was significantly lower than what I usually get. Now, that last ball was heeled a little bit, and yet I still only had about 2,100 RPMs of spin, and the ball got out there pretty far. Now, that last drive I hit was a real nice, towering, solid shot. And again, I see more distance than I'm used to getting on my fairway finder shot. We have a shot there that's all the way out to 324 yards. Wow, that went a long way considering my ball speed was only 166. That's an incredible efficiency rate. So how did that happen? Well, my smash factor, by God, it did go up compared to hitting on a rubber tee or hitting on a wood tee. Seemed to go up about 2 points on average. But not only that, the spin rate does seem to be lower. I never hit any of the balloon shots like I usually do with these range balls. I'll tend to, 1 out of 4 or so might balloon up in the air and get like almost 3,000 spin. Well, I'm having a hard time getting above 2,000 RPMs of spin. So incredibly low spin. It's making the ball roll out a little bit farther and create, between the smash factor and less spin, yeah, I'm definitely hitting it farther. I'm really, really impressed by this product. Let me hit one more and try to step into it a little bit stronger. See if I can get past that 324. Well, I think I might have beat the 324. Let's check out the stats on the screen up here, coming up right now. You'll see that that ball had an incredibly low amount of spin on it. So it ended up, that was actually the longest drive I've ever hit under 170 ball speed. Just incredible distance. I don't know what to say. By God, this little guy, again, this is called a tornado tee. I don't hype products very often, but to me, this is living up to everything that they are claiming. More distance from a tee due to higher ball speed because less resistance. This little guy, this little tornado mesh gets out of the way of the expanding ball and allows a little bit better energy transfer from club face to ball and less backspin too. Fantastic. So what John also told me is that this tee is pretty much indestructible. He's had long drivers put over 1,000 balls into one of these without breaking any. So at your speed, you can think that you might only need one of these tornado tees for the rest of your golf career. Now that's where this other product comes in really handy. This is called a T-Claw, and you can see it just separates. It's almost like the center of an old 45 RPM single back when I was a little kid. If you're old enough, you'll remember that. So you just put that on there like that. And together, you just give it a little twist. And it keeps the tornado tee perfectly anchored into the ground so that it doesn't fly out anywhere. You're never going to lose it. You're never going to break it. That seems like a pretty good value. And more distance to boot. So I've left links to both of these products down in the description below. I really believe in them. It really seems to live up to the hype. So I hope you'll go check them out. Hey, I'm going to hit a couple more with my tornado tee and try to beat that 329 because, hey, it is just fun. So I'm Steve. Thanks so much for watching again. And if I don't see you in the next video, I will see you longer and straighter down the fairway. Everybody take good care.